We are live. Yeah, one person's here. How y'all doing? Or you? Yep. So, no, never mind. Alright. So, today, we're gonna do political ideology stuff this morning. And then maybe Town of Salem. We'll see. Might record some videos. Might not. I don't know. Anyway. Let's get to it. I don't know what to do since there's nobody here. Yeah. Let's talk about AnarchoPrimitism. Yes. Primitism. Right. AnarchoPrimitism. Yeah. Should I record this? Maybe. Not right now. Alright. So, anarcho-primitivism is a political ideology that advocates to return to a non-civilized way of life through deindustrialization and the abolition of divisions of labor, specialization of large-scale organization technologies, critique the origins of the Industrial Revolution and industrial society. According to AnarchoPrims, the shift to hunter-gatherer to agricultural subsistence during the Neolithic revolution gave rise to social alienation and social stratification. So, sorry if it hasn't been so clear, but their whole thing is return to before Industrial Revolution, kind of do that. Yeah, there's a lot of anarch stuff to go through. I'll go through a lot of stuff today. Yeah, so let's go to origins. Anarchism started to have just accidentally hit onto another thing. Alright. Started to have an ecological point of view in the writings of Mr. Henry David Thoreau. In his book Walden, he advocates for a simple living and self-sufficiency among natural surroundings in resistance to the advancement of industrial civilization. Thoreau as a precursor to ecologism, anarcho-primitivism, anarcho-green, that kind of thing. This attitude can be motivated by the idea of resistance, progress, and the rejection of increasing materialism that characterized North American society in the mid-19th century. Duran himself included the text Excursions by Thoreau in his edited compilation of anti-civilization writing called Against Civilization, Readings and Reflections from 1999. Nobody's here, so there are no questions. Let me check my Discord. I'll put a link. I forgot anarcho-naturalism. Anarcho-naturalism appeared as the union of anarchist and naturalist philosophies. Makes sense. Most prominently, nudism, a way to avoid the artificially industrialized mass society of modernity. Naturalists and naturist individualist anarchist. That little thing doesn't make sense. There's no comments. Saw the individual in his biological, physical, and psychological aspects avoided to eliminate social determinations. Their ideas, or their ideas were important to individualists in anarchist circles in France, but also in Spain. We're not going to try to say that name. Promoted the ideas of Gravel and Ziskley and La Revista Banca. Alright. Still no one is here. Maybe I should have recorded this. Maybe I can put it on my YouTube. Yeah. So let's go to recent themes. Yeah. Anarchists contribute to the anti-authoritarian pledge, which challenges all abstract power on a fundamental level, driving for egalitarian relationships and promoting communities based on mutual aid. Primitists, however, extend the ideas of non-domination to all life, not just human life, going beyond the traditional anarchist analysis. Using the work of anthropologists, primitists look at the origins of human civilization. I'll bring this closer so it may be better, not too loud. There's nobody in here, so I can't tell if they can hear me or not. Alright. And some primitists have been influenced by indigenous culture. No, wait, or autism. Using the work of anthropologists, primitists look at the origins of civilization as to understand what they're up against and how current society formed in order to inform a change in direction. Inspired by the Luddites, primitists rekindle an anti-technology orientation. Insurrectionists do not believe in waiting for critiques to be fine-tuned, instead spontaneously attacking civilization's current institutions. Give me a second, y'all. Alright, so back to this. Primitists owe much to situationalists and the critique of ideas of the society of the spectacle, alienation based on commodity-based deep in society. Deep ecology informs the primitist perspective that the well-being of all life is linked to the awareness of inherent intrinsic value of the non-human world. Independent of its economic value, primitists see deep ecological appreciation for the richness and diversity as contributing to realization of the interference. I just realized it says ideology stiff. Can I change that? Yes. Stuff. Yeah. Let's do that. Cool. Yeah. For it, I'm not going to try that. Bring perspective of one's. Not going to try to say that. Of being intimately connected to land, water, climate, plants, animals, and general patterns of their bourgeoisie. I'm not going to really try to say that. Um, concepts. Oh, all right. So, some anarcho-prunists state that prior to the advent of agriculture, humans lived in small, nomadic bands, which were socially, politically, and economically egalitarian without hierarchy. As primitive humans were kind of in a anarcho-communist sort of thing going for a while. These bands are viewed as embodying a total form of anarchism. Primitists hold that following the emergence of agriculture, um, the growing masses of humanity become even more beholden to technology, techno addiction, and the abstract power arising from division of labor. Primitists disagree over what degree of horticulture may be present in an anarchist society, with some arguing that permaculture, designing principles simulating, could have a role, but others strictly advocating for hunter-gatherer substance. Like, I don't want to paying people, but all right. Primatism has drawn heavily upon cultural anthropology and archaeology from 1960s forward. Societies once viewed as barbaric were reevaluated by academics for some that hold early humans in a relative space of um, peace and prosperity, what been called originally affluent. Um, no group has has more leisure than the hunters and the gatherers, who spend primarily times on games, conserving, and relaxing. In Jared Diamond's article, "The Worst Mistake of the Human Race," said hunter-gatherers practice the most successful and long-lasting style of living in human history, in contrast with agriculture, which he described as a mess, and that is unclear whether we can solve it. So this guy's an anarcho-primitivist. Yeah. Shit. Scholars such as Carl Polanyi, Marshall Solons have characterized proto societies as gift economies with goods valued for their utility or beauty rather than cost. Right? Nobody's here. Oh. All right. Finding We're Alive, the anarcho-primitive slogan, or AN. Yeah. So, anarcho-primitive views civilizations as the logic and institution and physical. And how much? Dang, this page is big. Primitists describe the rise of civilization over the past 2,000 years from an existence deeply connected from one to life to one psychology separated from attempting to control the rest of life. They state prior to civilization there generally existed ample leisure time, considered gender equality and social equality, and a non-destructive, uncontrolling approach to the natural world. Civilization inaugurated mass warfare and the shit. Still off Wi-Fi. Sorry, the Wi-Fi was a little weird. So back to what I was saying. They said mass warfare, subjugation of women, population growth, busy work, concepts of property and trans hierarchies, as well as encouraging the spread of diseases, came from modern society. Um, Population growth, busy work, concepts of property. Oh, already said that. They claim that civilization begins and relies on enforced reunification of institutional freedom, and that it is possible to reform such a reunification based on several anthropological references. However, hunter-gatherer societies are less susceptible to war, disease. However, such as Lawrence Keeley contested, citing that many tribe-based people are more prone to violence than developed states. Alright. Well, nobody's in here at all. Oh. I would hate to be people be annoying. Alright, back. Domestication. And Prims define domestication as the will to dominate animals and plants. Right? Claiming that domestication is civilization's defining basis. They also describe it as a process where previous nomadic population shifted towards a sedentary or settled existence through agriculture and animal husbandry. They claim that this kind of domestication demands a totalitarian relationship where both the land and plants and animals being domesticated, whereas the state of wildness, all life shares, competes for resources. Domestication destroys this balance. Domesticated landscape, a pastoral fields or that kind of thing, and the open sharing of resources, where this was everyone's and it's now mine. And Prims state that this notion of land ownership and foundation is such a hierarchy as property power emerged. This also involved the description, enslavement, or assimilation of other groups of people who did not do that. Nobody's here yet. I will be back. We'll be back in a second. I'll refill my water. Alright, I'm back. Let me check Discord. See if there's any Discording. Nope. Oh, happy Thanksgiving, y'all. If this goes up on YouTube, which I'm not sure it is, this was recorded Thanksgiving morning. Yep. I'm gonna try to stream. It'll probably be in the weekends. It'll be probably on the morning, or when I don't have school. It'll be on the morning. When I do, it'll probably be midday to afternoon. Anyway, back to this. We've been here for a bit. I think I'm gonna finish up and Prim and then head out. Don't see anybody here. It's kind of actually demeaning that there's no one here. It's hard to keep going because you're doing it for nobody. Well, I may actually do guitar stuff after this. Alright. Unwielding and reconnection. For most primitive anarchists, the unwielding and reconnecting consumerism. Yeah, there's not much. Yeah, I'm gonna head out. Thanks y'all for joining. Maybe this will go up as a video, I'm not sure. Yeah, thanks.